Hi everyone, I just finished reading The Maidens, and I wanted to pop on here really quick and tell you what I thought of it. So whenever I go to the library, I check the 7-day loans. Those are usually the new releases, the books that are anticipated, and people are not typically allowed to borrow them for more than 7 days because they're in demand. And I couldn't believe my luck when I saw The Maidens in the 7-day loan section by Alex Michaelides. Now, I loved The Silent Patient. I will link that video below. I did a review on that with some of my favorite books containing plot twists, and The Silent Patient would definitely be one of them. So when I saw The Maidens, I thought, can he really do any better than The Silent Patient? I mean, that's a pretty hard book to top. I loved that book. So I went ahead and I got The Maidens and I read it. And you know what? I like it even better than The Silent Patient. I think it's fantastic. So let me tell you a little bit about it. All right, it's super creepy. The story takes place when Mariana is a private practice psychotherapist and she runs group therapy from her home. And she is, running her business, grieving the loss of her husband, Sebastian, who died a year ago, when she gets this frantic call from her niece, Zoe. And Zoe is in college in Cambridge. And Zoe is really upset because her roommate has been murdered. And I mean murdered. She was stabbed over 20 times. It looks like maybe it could be some sort of weird ritualistic killing. Now, the book doesn't describe it in graphic detail because I'm not one for gore, but it was definitely a violent killing. So Mariana picks up and rushes to the college campus, which, by the way, is her alma mater. She graduated from there. She fell in love with her husband, Sebastian, there. So she reflects on that a lot because her husband died a year ago. So Mariana just rushes to the college to be there for her niece, Zoe. And Zoe reveals that the roommate who was killed was having an affair with this college professor. And the roommate that was killed indicated right before she was killed that she was afraid of the college professor, that she thought he was going to kill her. So, of course, Mariana looks into the college professor and she's very suspicious of him. And let me tell you, he's creepy, okay? He's like this very... Oh, did you see the lightning? And there's a thunderstorm. Speaking of creepy, I'm telling you about this creepy book. It's the week of Halloween. This is going to be posted in November, but and there's thunder and lightning outside just to add to the atmosphere. You know what? I should open the windows when I film, or at least the blinds so you can see the lightning. But anyway, so she is, Mariana is very suspicious of the creepy college professor. And the college professor has these women, these college women. So you could say girls, but they're women. They're, young 20s. I'm picturing like 21 because there's some drinking. And they're referred to as the Maidens. They're like this little... I don't know. It seemed a little cult-like. They're like this little set of groupies that follow around the college professor and do whatever the college professor says. And he's like this really good-looking, charismatic college professor. And these maidens, these college girls, they're all very rich and beautiful. And they even dress alike sometimes. And they follow him around. And just everything he says is, fantastic. And so Mariana is also very suspicious of him for that reason. And I don't know. I don't want to give too much away, but I will say you've got the makings for a really spooky book. You've got the creepy college professor that looks just guilty as sin. You've got the woman, Mariana, reflecting on her memories of college and falling in love with Sebastian, who died tragically a year ago. She's grieving that. And you've just got the mixed up niece, and she's concerned about her roommate dying, and she's a little bit scattered in the book. And to make things even better, some of the characters from The Silent Patient show up in the book. And I thought that was so cool. That was just like a neat little thing to throw in there. They're not major characters, but the two major characters from The Silent Patient have a minor role in the Maidens. So I thought it was really fantastic. And I highly recommend this book. I hope you read it. Bye-bye.